Hi everyone, so for my 5th chemo session, I'm going to be talking about how it went here instead of where I normally do it at home. So I think my 4th chemo was probably worse in terms of more emotional things. I think at that point I was struggling with more emotional things than physical things. And then for the 5th one, I was like, no, you know, I'm going to get out of this rut. I'm going to try to think more positive and try to just, you know, like get through this all. And that was working well, even though, you know, I still had fatigue and crap like that, and, you know, minor mouth pain, and like my eyes are really sensitive to a lot of things, and so I have to wear also like these like yellow tinted glasses when I go on the computer, my laptop and my phone, because I'm like an internet and electronic junkie geek. I don't know, I just constantly on them all the time on my phone and on my laptop, so I have to wear that to make sure that I don't get headaches and things, which I normally never got. But unfortunately I have really failed to manage my digestive problems that have arisen from chemotherapy. So at the beginning I had more constipation issues, and now I have more diarrhea issues, and I was thinking about not talking about this, but you know what, I've just become really indifferent and uncaring to a lot of embarrassing medical things, but now I just don't seem to care as much. And maybe it'll help you know, someone out there who's going through something similar, or maybe could have gone through it, but by listening to what I'm saying, maybe we'll avoid it now. So originally it's constipation, so I was taking constantly Movicol to make sure that I had plenty of fiber and things like that, to make sure that I wouldn't get constipated, so I wouldn't get these like severe bad cramping. But then the last treatment and then this treatment, I've had problems with just going to the bathroom just too often and just having way too loose stools, and from that my butt hurts so much, and it's only now it's starting to recover slightly, and only because I'm on like Panadine Fort and on Endone and on all the painkillers. And the last few days, like, I've literally just been laying on the bed on my side or on my belly to avoid any pressure on my butt, because it's just been in agony because of the amount of time I've been pooping. And that's embarrassing and funny, but it's absolutely horrible, like absolutely horrible. I'm going to be avoiding this at all costs, I hope, next time. So I guess the moral of my story is take diarrhea or going to the bathroom just as serious as constipation. Just because you might not be in pain, just because you might not have cramping, going to the bathroom, just that act itself can end up causing you a lot of pain, because also the skin is just naturally more thin and irritated and dry and all this other stuff because of the chemotherapy. So things like going to the bathroom a lot can really hurt your butt, like really hurt your butt, to the point where you don't want to sit, you can't walk, and it's just terrible. So that's been my life. So my good weekend and my good week became a crap week, unfortunately, but I'm hopefully going to be able to enjoy Dungeons and Dragons tonight, and tomorrow's chemo again. Great. And tomorrow is my 6th chemo session. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm happy, but at the same time I'm like, how is it only halfway? Ooh. But at the same time I'm like, woo, it's already halfway. Like, that kind of went quick. So it's kind of that thing where it feels like it's going really slow, but at the same time it also feels like it's going quick. I'm sure when this whole thing finishes, I'll feel really mixed in terms of time. And it doesn't help that the last week was really painful for me, and I had a lot of agony, whether it's to do with fatigue or digestive problems. And I totally forgot that I haven't updated you guys on what happened with my PET scan, because I had all these videos planned that I was going to do, but then, you know, my digestive problems caused me all this pain, and I was like, no, I'm not going to make any videos. But yes, my PET scan showed that more or less all the cancer's gone. I don't know if all the cancer's like 100% gone, I don't think so. But we had a different doctor, because my doctor that normally sees me is actually ill that week, so we had a different doctor fill in for him. And yeah, from what I could see, like, there were no bright blobs of cancer, which is great. This is something that I talked to with a friend of mine who's in the area, and she's finished her chemotherapy for her lymphoma, and she agreed with me that she also felt very mixed when she got the news that, you know, pretty much all the lymphoma was gone. Even though, you know, we're really happy, and I've definitely been feeling happier the more time has gone since the PET scan, but at the time it was really hard to just be happy, because even though I knew that there was a possibility of me not getting better because I have such a good prognosis, I kind of already accepted that I was going to get better. This is just going to be a crappy time in my life. And so then, even though I was really happy about it all, at the same time I was like, well, this isn't even that great because I have to finish chemo and there are probably way worse days ahead of me. And so it was kind of hard to feel like a sense of relief, even though it was a sense, even though it was like relieving to know that I don't have cancer, obviously. But it was hard to feel a true sense of relief the way that I think my parents and my partner felt, seeing that image and seeing the fact that I am getting better. For them, I think like the battle was kind of won in that sense, like they can kind of let go of their anxiety and let go of their fear and stuff, even though obviously they're really unhappy that I still have to go through pain and things like that. Like the big thing is kind of over and no longer there. The really big scary thing is no longer really there. But for me, my big scary thing, the chemo itself, is still there, even though obviously cancer was the major big thing. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else out there who has gone through a similar process and has gotten great news in terms of the PET scan, but there we go. Who got really good news in terms of the PET scan, but still kind of feel not that great. And I kind of feel guilty for not feeling that great. But as I said, kind of since, you know, the week or two that has passed since seeing the PET scan, I do feel really happy and grateful that I am getting better and that there is no more cancer. Hopefully this video isn't too shaky because I have to keep holding the camera up and I'm not the best camera person, but hopefully it's okay. What else can I tell you? Well, when I got my 5th chemo session, they were really worried that I had blood clots and I had all these tests for blood clots, and I got a blood thinner. And then the day after, I had all the scans done and I don't have blood clots, which is great. But on Friday, I got tested for like my lungs. They wanted to see my lung capacity and to see if maybe a bleomycin is doing damage to my lungs, which is why I'm becoming really breathless. And if nothing's happening there, then they will just assume that it's fatigue and that'll be it. I guess I'm really happy that it's not blood clots, obviously, but I'm also worried that it's my lungs getting damaged from the drugs, which would suck. But I suppose lung damage is probably a bit better than cancer, obviously. So we'll see what those tests say, and let's see what's happening with my lungs and my breathlessness, because it could just be fatigue and deconditioning of my body. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.